And we back. Today we're letting these questions build us a player and then taking those players and rebuilding the team. Let's get into it. So I was sent this by a guy named Automatic NBA over on Twitter, a good Twitter follow. And it's really supposed to be creating yourself, answering these questions to get the pickup version of you. And I did this on my Kenny 2 channel. Link will be in the description if you want to see what NBA player I got compared to, my personal game. But I was like, how can we take this and turn it into more content? So I will be using a random number generator to answer all of these questions. And once you fill this out randomly, let's fill this out randomly, for example. If everything was straight up 50, you get KJ McDaniels. Maybe not amazing. As you can see, you start to mess with these meters and you get different players. We're going to use a random number generator and let that determine the players that we get. So right now, oh boy, okay. I would be adding Jared Dudley. But the way we're going to do this, because we're only going to do, oh my God, it's Gorgie Jang. Or it's back to Jared Dudley. It's going to take some time. It's going to keep adjusting. It's going to keep adjusting. They're going to give me 10 different players that fit. We're only doing this to create a 7-man roster. The rest of the team will be 65 overalls or lower. We're going to take those 7 players and try to do a read. So they give me 10 players and I get to pick one of the 10 players to have on my team. So in this case, I would probably pick Kristaps Porzingis, right? Kristaps Porzingis makes the most amount of sense. Now this is a thing that's happening. I will put the link in the description so you can play along, but it's an independent guy. He doesn't have the bandwidth to have a couple thousand people on the site at the same time. So I'm gonna be patient, wait my turn in line until some people are done so I can play too. All right, we finally in. Let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna random number generator, and this one starts off with 33. How often do you shoot the ball? 33. We're gonna get a role player in this one. That's okay. The next one, how skilled of a pull-up three-point shooter are you? I'm gonna get the 52. All right, that doesn't change a lot. How often do you have the ball in your hands? 2? We're getting PJ Tucker. I don't know what the three-point shooting is. He doesn't shoot the ball often, and he doesn't have the ball in his hands at all. Next one is 18, and that's how turnover prone are you. That the lower the number, the higher you are getting turnovers. So maybe it's not PJ Tucker. This is going to get us some random player because now he can't even perimeter defend. We about to get a scrub, ain't we? 84 on help defense. Okay. Driving to the basket is pretty high. Hold on, it's getting better. Skilled finisher. Yes. The best finisher in the league. I'm here for this. Okay, then we get a 77 on spot up three-point shots. We actually might end up getting a good player. A willing passer at 83. How much you contribute to the offense team overall? 20. Dang, that just changes everything. Because all of the great players are going to contribute a bunch to the offensive side. This one is passing lane steals and stuff. That's not too important. 18 on offensive rebounding, so we probably going to get a guard. Right guard. Post-up frequency? Never mind. It might be a forward. It's all over the place, but that's the funness of it. Right now, just based on these 2 columns, Kelly Olynyk is an option. I'm not mad at that. I just want to make sure we get real NBA players. 88 on creating your own shot. Ooh. Versatile passing. It's going to be 46. How often do you guard the other team's best player? Very rare. Not very often, man. How skilled of a rim protector are you? 22. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost at the bottom, and we got Miles Turner as the guy. Miles Leonard as the guy right now. This is the player we've created. This is the player that we've created. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds and let it tinker a little bit, and then we go scroll down and see which of the 10 players are we picking. But Myers Leonard is at the top of the list, and it ain't changed in a second. So I'm a little bit afraid that that's the type of. So if Myers is here, I honestly do believe that Kelly Olynyk has to be here too, right? We see, Anthony Lamb. Oh, man. Back to Myers Leonard. Okay, it's changing. Chandler Parsons. Carl? Is that who I think it is? Carl Anthony Towns? Please don't. He left. No, he's still here. Also, Brandon Ingram is here. Wow. We actually built somebody that's relatively similar to Carl Anthony Towns. Now, the similarity score is a 77.8, which will... He's gone. He's back! I'm going to take it right now before it adjusts. Carl Anthony Towns, welcome to the team. Actually, no. I let it sit for a couple more minutes. I think it's done changing. And Carl Anthony Towns is nowhere to be found. He's not here anymore. So instead, we're going to take Julius Randle. All right. We get an all-star. I was really excited about Carl Anthony Towns, but I let the attributes and stuff settle. And Julius Randle ends up being the best player here. So that's the player we're going to take. We also get Blake Griffin. And this is a really good Blake Griffin year, too, because it also tells you what season. Now, we're not going to get 2016, 2017 Julius Randle. We're going to get now Julius Randle, which is a dub because he's better now than he was back then. All right, we're here to create player number 2. Now, I'm not going to show you every single one of every single thing. We're just going to have the trust system. Just know that I'm not going to purposefully try to build LeBron. Like, if we get LeBron, I mean, we'll take it. But I'm not going to purposefully go out and try to do it. But just, you know, this is the way it works. I can't show you everything because then the video will be 6 hours long. And some of y'all will be okay with that. And I appreciate you for being okay with that. But that's just not... Oh, terrible help defender. Sheesh. I love a good spot-up shooter. I mean, as long as we have good shooting, I feel good about everything. Again, this is a rebuild and challenge too. So it's not like these players are going to end up on the team at the end of things. Like, I still have... Oh, my God. Jaylen Brown is the player right now. Stop the vote. Stop the vote. Jaylen Brown. I would love to have you on the team. Oh, it's not Jaylen Brown. No. I'm still out there to, you know, rebuild the team. So as long as we get real NBA players, then we should be fine. You know, as long as we get real NBA players, everything and anything is possible. Eventually, I want to get a player that guards the other team best player. I'm just curious of who they would give me for that. So far, 2 in. We ain't got that. We ain't got that perimeter defender. Okay, and we also don't got no rebounder. This is 100% going to be a guard. Other than it says this player posts up, but they're not good at rebounding offensively or defensively. Jaylen Brown pops up right now. We're going to let it sit for a minute or so before we make our decision because, again, that's what happened last time, and I got super happy for Cat, and we didn't get Cat. See, it's still fluctuating. Give it some time. See, we went from Jaylen Brown to Jody Meeks. But the good thing is we do see Jamal Murray here. We also see Chris Middleton. But give me a Jamal Murray, please. Jamal Murray. Perfect. Number 3 is on the way. Ooh, how often do you shoot the ball? Have we got bad every single time on this? I think that's why we're starting off so weird. That's just 4. Oh, boy. All right. This guy protects the ball. Uh-oh. Hey, he also is not a good defender. This is so weird. Because this, based on the start, this could still end up being anybody. Oh, Hollis Thompson pops up. Oh, my God. Okay, we need a player that's active, please. Just one player that's active. How much you contribute to the team's offense overall? 99. Yes. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that's gonna get us. It definitely ain't gonna be Jay Crowder. At least I hope not. But that is a beautiful place to get 99. That means we're gonna get a high volume player. At least I think. Who knows? We're down to our last one, and it's gonna be a 91 of defensive rebounder. Okay. P-Pat pops up. Again, got to give it a few seconds, couple minutes to settle. Semi Ojeleye. Oh, my God. So right now, the player that's most similar to is Alfonso McKinney. But we do get Cam Johnson down here. All right. Do I want Cam Johnson? Yuta Watanabe? Juancho Hernangomez or Pat Connaughton? That's pretty easy to me. Come on, Cam. What a terrible start for this player. Doesn't shoot the ball often. Not a skilled pull-up three-point shooter and doesn't have the ball in their hands at all. But can protect the ball. Just don't have it. This is... I can already feel like this one is a really bad. It needs to be saved ASAP. Hollis Thompson is a player that we're getting comps to already. That's just not ideal. That's just bad, man. That's bad. Let's get to 70, drive to the basket. Okay, maybe this is the time that we get an uptick. But you drive to the basket, but you can't finish. Oh, my God, we're about to get a scrub. If this don't get us a scrub, then I don't know what will. Because we ain't got one thing. We got one thing over. I'm sorry, 2 things over 50. So far, it's been under, but we contribute a lot to the team's offense. What? 100. Oh, my God, we're getting Drummond. We're about to get Drummond. We're about to get Drummond, bro. I feel it in my bones. 100% offensive rebounding is getting you Drummond. I'm telling you, it's gonna. But then again, this stuff, mid-range jump shooting, creating your own shot is above average. So, yeah, it's not going to be Drummond. But that rebound to tell me that it's going to be somebody like that. It's going to be like Chuck Hayes from the past. Guard the other team's best player a lot. Rim protector. We might get Drummond, bro. There's a good chance we're actually going to get Drummond. And then 57 defensive rebound. It won't be Drummond. All right, let's see who it is. Is it Hollis Thompson again? Oh, my God. After Wade, we get JRE. Who else do we get? P-Pat. Dorian Finney-Smith. Oh, boy. All right. Let's take Dorian Finney-Smith, man. Let's take Dorian Finney-Smith, I guess. That's the best guy we got. So it ain't all going to be great. I mean, the first couple spins, we got like really, really, really solid players. And DFS is that. Do not get me wrong. I don't want you to think that I'm some anti-DFS guy. But again, we saw Karl-Anthony Towns at the beginning. We saw Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying? There's a drop-off. That's the only point I'm making. There is a drop-off. This guy can hit a pull-up 3. Uh-oh. This player is all over the place. So I'm very curious of what we get because he can shoot, but he's also a great post-up player. He's a good rim protector, but not a great defensive rebounder. We got to see for this one. This could be a lot of people. I see you, Brandon Ingram. Hold on. We did say Brandon Ingram for a little bit. Let's see if we can still get him. Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram, Jason Tatum. Welcome to the team, Mr. Tatum, baby. He barely makes the cut. He's the 10th person. I don't care. I mean, I would have walked out with Brandon Ingram or Zach LaVine or Bojan Bogdanovic. This actually ended up being a really good NBA player. A really good NBA player. Wow. I'm confused, but I'll take it. Jason Tatum. Now, I only got 2 more walkthroughs, and then that's it. I'm actually going to tackle this across the way this time. You know, just switch it up a little bit. Let's go across then down. You know what I'm saying? Across then down. Mid-range shooting, looking kind of nice. Then we go straight down to 99. Creating your own shot is a 99. Oh, man. Okay. Now back across. We get a 54 here on spot up three-point shooter. I think that this player is going to be really solid. Other than that first one, he does not shoot the ball often. But most of the players we've built so far do not shoot the ball often has been a thing, and we've got good players. So that's just one of the ones that just won't be good, but that's fine. Not a versatile passer. Who's the least versatile passer in the NBA? I don't know the answer to that. It's not about how good of a passer are. It's just like the versatility. You know what I'm saying? It's not just can you make a bounce pass. It's can you make a bounce pass? Can you make a chest pass? Can you make a cross-court skip? You know what I'm saying? A little bit of all of that. At least I think. I don't know. But so far, we've got some pretty good stuff here, man. A lot of these things end up being over a 50 when it matters, like the stuff that matters. 91 on defensive rebound. Okay. I don't think we have like real bigs just yet, so that would be cool. 95 on offensive rebounding. Oh my God, we might get somebody kind of nice. Is this gonna get us Karl Anthony Towns? I would take. Oh wait, that's not. This goes here. Sorry, that goes here. I would take Karl Anthony Towns, man. I promise you, I would take Karl Anthony Towns. And 17 on driving to the basket, and then the last one is post ups 65. This should give me a big, man. I see some below average rim protection, but I see great rebounder. Nas Little's popping. Give it some time. Cedi Osman is the most similar. Oh, it's still going. It's been like 2 minutes. It just shifted again. It shifted again. All right, I'll give it more time. Okay, it's been a couple more minutes. They got auto. It's still shifted. It's still shifted. I don't know what to do. All right, we're going to take what we got. Nico Mirotic, Otto Porter, Rudy Gay, Michael Porter Jr., Chris Middleton. I think Chris Middleton's overall in 2K is still really high. So I'm going to take Chris Middleton, man. Chris Middleton. Then we get one more player right now. Julius Randle, Jamal Murray, Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jason Tatum, Chris Middleton. That's pretty solid. We don't have a single big. I know Julius Randle can run some 5, but do we classify him as a big? I don't think we do. I mean, yes, we classify him as a big, but I'm thinking centers. That's what I mean. He's technically a big, but I mean, is he a center? No, he's not a center. All right, so the last run, and hopefully we get a center. But if not, again, we just trade for one. We got Jason Tatum. We basically here to build around Tatum. Just, try to get that championship. The team might do it in real life this year. We don't really know. If we do end up getting a big down there, I will probably take him. Unless the alternative is like Steph Curry, which it won't be because this guy can't spot up shoot. So it won't be Steph Curry. But it's feeling as like we could. I said this like 5 times now. Never mind. I was gonna say it feels like we might be able to get a big here, but again, I feel like I've said that a bunch. I tried to get Cat. I tried to get Drummond. And everybody, and that just killed the dreams because this guy can't rebound. So it's not him. It's not a 1. It's not a 5 man. It's not a 5 man. That is it. Okay. Now I'm gonna let it sit again. This time I'm gonna let it sit for like a smooth 5 minutes straight and see if it'll be done. Here we go. Victor Oladipo is the most similar player. We get Schroeder, Brandon Ingram, Trey Burke is down there. Give me Brandon Ingram. Welcome to the team. Okay, so the team has a bunch of wings. And that's cool. Because we just trade some of them and bada boo. And we champions. Us. We're the champions. Man, the team looks. Oh, that's not us. That team does look good, though. Our team looks stacked. This should be relatively easy. Who is the center that I want to pair? Cause I think these 2 guys are safe, right? Jamal Murray, Jason Tatum as my 2 guys is cool. It's a matter of what center we kind of want to go after. And I really like. Anthony Davis is one of those players that I want to trade for often in this game, but he never ends up being worth it. Like, he always averages like 17 points per game, and he always is extremely expensive too. So like, okay, Brandon Ingram goes back to LA with Cam. They got to make up $8 million. Where's Gabe Vincent? There's Gabe Vincent's contract. We give them a first. They think they're a championship contender. Well, I got something to tell you, Rob Pelinka. In real life, you are the 10th seed. So are you really a championship contender? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But you'll do a trade for Jason Tatum and LeBron. but you won't do an Anthony Davis trade. Okay. All right. Nice to know where your head is at. I'm just kind of looking around the league for a big that's not on the team that think they're a contender. You know, like Joel Embiid's team probably thinks they're a contender. We might have to settle, in quotation marks, for like Jared Allen, which I really like, you know. Maybe we go out and get, because I feel like Tatum can run 3 or 4. We'll figure that out. But, let's take a look. A 3 that kind of fits here would be like Paul George. Paul George definitely fits here. He's one of the most, portable players in the NBA. So I'll add him to the list. The 2 overall difference between him and Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram only got 19 badges. Paul George almost got 50. Let's go try to get PG-13, man. Paul George, $45 million. We give them Brandon Ingram. We got to make up $3 million. Well, we don't have 3, but we have 25. Give us back PJ Tucker. Boom. You got yourself a deal. All right, 1 first-round pick. And it's a good first, too. So you better not say no. This is a very good first-round pick. Boom. They want a second. They'll give us Zoo. I'll take Zoo. Because we do need some bench players, right? Zoo's not going to start for us, but he will definitely come off our bench and be productive. So that's actually not a terrible trade. Next, we move on from Chris Middleton to get the real center that we want. Again, I think that it might have to be like Jared Allen, who's really solid and he's relatively cheap at $20 million a year. Let's go try to get Jared Allen. Let's hope that the Cavs don't think they're contenders. $20 million annually. We throw them cash money, Chris. They got to make up $4 million. That can be George Niang. George Niang's contract, and we give them back Jordan Hall. They want DFS and a pick. They'll give us Ice Okoro. Come on, Ice. Welcome to the team. That's pretty solid. So point guard, Jamal Murray. Shooting guard, TBD. Small 4, Paul George. Power forward. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, I could do it like PG's my 2, Tatum's my 3, and then Julius Randle's at 4. I don't like the space between Julius Randle and Jared Allen, though. Off the bench, Ice and Zoo and Niang and PJ Tucker right now. I don't like that either. So I might try to do like a good old 2-for-1 for Julius Randle, right? We might lose some value as far as like overall goes. But like, yeah, in this trade, we get back Kelly Oubre to come off our bench. We drop 3 overalls between our power 4, but we get Kelly Oubre. It's not too bad. DG to PG, not too bad. We're just going to be defensive monsters. Paul George can run his overall. Oh, okay. So Paul George can run the 2. And then we got Mikal Bridges at the 3. So the star lineup is pretty solid. Tatum can go back to the 4. I know your overall goes down if we make you a 4 or whatever. Tatum goes back to the 4. And then that star lineup is elite. The bench is very not great. I like these 2 guys. I like Zoo and I like Schroeder. I'm okay with maybe flipping Ice for somebody a little bit better. He's going to have some value because he's a younger player. Having a good year this year. We throw him and PJ together. That's almost $20 million annually. And a pick, we can get somebody real nice. Keegan Murray and Kevin Huerter. That's 2 first-round picks for that. But that kind of rounds us off pretty good. Keegan can run the 3 and the 4. Schroeder's going to run back up 1. Huerter can run back up 2. And then we got Zoo at the 5, man. I don't hate that, man. I mean, we could see what we can do here with, not Schroeder, but Huerter plus Niang, and we got no more first-round picks, but maybe there's an upgrade at shooting guard there. But I kind of like the team that we have right now. We'll take Norman Powell as an upgrade. We also got Terrence Mann, who can hit 6'3", 7 threes in the game if we need him to. That's pretty solid, man. I think we run with this team. We just got to make sure everybody got a secondary position that we trust. Tatum back up small forward. I don't know who you are. Paul George back up small forward as well. Yeah, man. I think we are ready to compete at the highest level. Talk to me nice, man. Any awards? No. Coach of the year, 71 wins, boys. 71 wins. We here. We also get Executive of the Year, as you can imagine. Chicago Bulls, we have Jason Tatum on 3rd team at 29. How is this 3rd team numbers if you win 71 games? He's definitely a first team type of guy. And his positionless too. So Wemby's season was better. They probably didn't even make the playoffs. And they didn't. No, they didn't. Not even play in. We're the 1 seed, as you can imagine. If you want to look at statistics for the good guys, here they go. PG averages 21. Jamal Murray 18. 16 for Mikal Bridges. Keegan Murray with 12. And then J.A. off the bench with, not off the bench. He started. My fault. A double-double. And then off the bench, we do get Zoo. I see that we got a bunch of Clippers here. I'm just realizing that. Don't matter. Don't matter to me as long as we get a championship. That 71 wins don't mean a thing without the ring. It don't mean a thing without the ring. First round, we're going against the Knicks. Now, we did take Julius Randle from them earlier in the video, so they're without Julius, and that makes it a little bit easier for us. 2-1 series us, 3-1 series us, and we should get out of there. Nope, they force a game 5, and then we get out of there in 6. They force a game 6, and we get out of there. Milwaukee, start lineup is the same other than us taking Chris Middleton for them earlier. We kind of got a cakewalk because if the Cavs win they series, we took Jared Allen away from them. So, like, come on, man. This is perfect. But, we gave them Mitchell Robinson? Or did they traded for Mitchell Robinson themselves? We gave them Chris Middleton. This lineup is still really, really solid. This is actually still a really, really good team. Okay. All right. Well, we still got Jason Tatum and some other players that are great. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is not. Game 3 is, come on. Game 5 is shorten this rotation. I will not be losing Game 5. Not on our home court. We win that. And we get to see the defending champions. Without Jamal Murray, they went from play-in to NBA Finals, man. Just like last year's Heat team. The backcourt is not very good. They got to deal with Jamal Murray and Paul George for 4 games. And I'm calling it 4 games here. For 4 games, and we ain't got no Jokic stopper. Best believe that. But game 1. Oh, I said 4 games. All right, I'm in 5. There it is. That's a win. That's a win. Come on. 3-1. 5-game series is done. And the finals MVP, of course, is Jason Tatum at 27-7-7. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like. Again, the link will be in the description if you want to get your pickup comparison. But please be patient. The site is probably going to crash. It's going to be a lot of y'all going to that site, man. Be patient. And I will see y'all tomorrow.